It was February 19th, 2013, at the Cecil Hotel in the US. One day, guests at the hotel started complaining that dirty water was coming out of the taps. The hotel management assured the guests that it was late at night and the issue would be looked into in the morning. But when they checked the water tank the next day, they found Elisa Lam's body inside. Who was Elisa Lam, and what really happened to her? That's the one question the world still doesn't have an answer to. The water tank was locked, and the access to the rooftop was also secured. Everyone was shocked. How did she even get up there? It's a truly baffling and fascinating story. There's also CCTV footage of her, and watching it only makes the case even more confusing. It's one of those mysteries that feels like it may never be solved. Some believe it's connected to a strange ritual called the elevator game, where you ride an elevator alone, following a specific sequence of floors. They say if done right, it can transport you to another world. Is it true? What secrets lie behind her death? Was she possessed by something? Was it a ghost or a spirit haunting her? Did some witch take her away? Or was she murdered by someone? Find out in this video. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian student from Vancouver, British Columbia. In January 2013, she embarked on a solo trip along the U.S. West Coast. During her stay in Los Angeles, she checked into the Stay on Main Hotel, which shares premises with the historic Cecil Hotel, known for its dark history. On January 31st, 2013, Elisa was last seen alive. Her disappearance gained widespread attention after the Los Angeles Police Department released surveillance footage showing her exhibiting unusual behavior in an elevator. A night before her body was discovered, CCTV footage from the elevator showed Elisa acting strangely, almost like she was playing the elevator game. She was pressing multiple floor buttons, stepping in and out of the elevator, and gesturing as if she were talking to someone who wasn't there. She looked scared, like someone, or something, had entered the elevator. And after that clip, there's no more footage. Nothing. The Los Angeles County coroner ruled her death an accidental drowning, but questions remain about how she accessed the secured rooftop and entered the tank, fueling ongoing intrigue and conspiracy theories. The most understandable factor in all of this is that Elisa was actually struggling with bipolar disorder. The official autopsy report from the Los Angeles County coroner listed Elisa Lam's cause of death as accidental drowning, but it also mentioned a crucial contributing factor. She was suffering from bipolar disorder. Her family confirmed that Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. However, what stands out the most is that her family also revealed she was not consistent with taking her prescribed medications. Instead, she would often experiment with different medications on her own. This is supported by Elisa's own personal writings, where she opened up about the difficulties she faced managing her mental health and the emotional challenges she was going through. But it's important to note, she wasn't regularly following her doctor's instructions and was self-medicating, which is extremely dangerous. Self-medication can be life-threatening. A young adult once shared his own story. He decided to take paroxetine, a prescription drug for depression, on his own without consulting a doctor. That night, his entire state of mind shifted. He became overwhelmed and spent hours looking for a gun to end his life. Thankfully, he didn't find one, and by morning, when the drug's effects wore off, he realized just how close he came to making a fatal mistake. This kind of thing can happen when people self-diagnose based on symptoms and start taking medication without medical supervision. In Elisa Lam's case, we may never know the exact cause of her death, but one thing is clear: self-medicating is incredibly risky. You should never start taking medication just because your symptoms seem to match something you read online. Always let doctors do their job. They've spent years studying and are trained to understand what works for different individuals. What helps one person might be harmful for another.